Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. There is no time limit. It is for the WILDSIDE Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, they are your challengers at a total combined weight of 431 pounds from San Antonio and Waco, Texas, respectively. They are the team of the technician, Todd Sexton Masada. They are the Texas Death Club. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents at a total combined weight of 411 pounds. They are the defending NWA WILDSIDE Tag Team Champions, Brandon P. and Jeremy V.
V&P obviously the popular favorites with the crowd here at a sold-out NWA arena. And you know for a fact that V&P are going to be treating Todd Sexton and Masada oh so seriously here. They know what it's like. I'm Sexton and Masada, not too long ago, a part of the Dark City Soldiers, and now forming an aggregation, which I've just been informed is called the Texas Death Club. Thanks for the update.
They told me that as they were getting into the ring.
Oh, okay. See, I guess you were updated just as recently as I was.
Things. But the Texas Death Club now here tonight as the challengers for the WILDSIDE Tag Team titles, and they mean business. Todd Sexton, the 2-year veteran of the sport from San Antonio, Texas, the student of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Rudy Boy Gonzalez, a former 3-time NWA WILDSIDE Tag Team champion. He's done a lot. He actually a tag team specialist, the technician, here now in with WILDSIDE Tag Team Champion Brandon P. And P and V cemented themselves as the real deal when after a 450 splash, it was Jeremy V that pinned Tank to make V&P the new NWA WILDSIDE Tag Team Champions. There's a big elbow by Brandon P. Irish whip off the rope, shoulder tackle. Down goes P, up and over goes Sexton. P goes ducks under, leapfrog by Sexton. Goes for a reverse Irish whip off the ropes. P comes, spinning head scissors, and down goes Sexton. There's a shoulder to the midsection. Todd Sexton trying to knock Brandon P off the apron. P with a step aside there. Now some forearms to the back. Up and over, lands on his feet. Comes back through the legs of Sexton. A lot of catches, catch can here. Hurricane Rana by P. Nicely executed.
P is truly on fire here tonight. You get the impression that it seems like the way that V&P are duking out, looks like they're kind of gunning for the tag team titles. They already have those belts. However, here comes Todd Sexton with some offense on his own, pretty potent indeed. And we're talking about 2 tag teams in front of you as we speak here, where the chemistry is already intact. Plenty of chemistry, and we saw plenty of power just there from Masada.
Big power slam there by Masada. The meat and potatoes of the team. Todd Sexton, the finesse. Masada, the aggression. And these 2 guys are a hell of a team, but right now, Jeremy V with the upper hand. Not enough to pin Masada. This nasty man from Waco, Texas. V tries his luck with a side headlock takeover. And Masada now trying to find an out.
Between the matches, I had opportunity to go backstage, and I saw Onyx is backstage doing his best to stretch his body, making sure he is truly over 100% ready for his matchup tonight against Hot Stuff Hernandez for WILDSIDE Heavyweight Championship Gold.
Drop toe hold there by Masada. Rolls over into a front chancery by V. Sexton and Masada are going to try to pace this match slowly as to work to the disadvantage of V&P, and here you see that. They're very calculating and methodical, and they work on sheer brutality. Sexton and Masada now trying to cut the ring in half here with V. Side headlock takeover. He's wrenching it in. Brandon P's a long way away. They feel if they can wear down Jeremy V, keep P out of the ring, they'll be successful here tonight, Steve.
And interestingly, it is Masada going for the neck, the famous neck of Jeremy V, a man who's had to deal with some very severe neck pain and severe neck damage over the last half year. And obviously Todd Sexton and Masada quite aware of their opponent's Achilles heel, so to speak. The neck of Jeremy V is first on that list, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the knee of Brandon P would be second. His knee problems have been well documented. Pinning combination here. Wait a minute. Roll through again.
We're certainly keeping Speedy Nelason on his toes. Series of pin attempts by both competitors, all for naught. Boy, the nimble Jeremy V.
Oh, my. Good grief. Slapped the piss out of one another's mouth. V goes back to the side headlock, but a blind tag from Sexton. Look at that double bulldog. Jeremy V fighting on instinct.
It's instinct and it's also experience. I don't care how young Jeremy V is. He is one well-experienced athlete.
Springboard leg lariat by V with a side slam assist by Brandon P. These two really gelling as a team now. As Wildside Tag Team Champions, they were almost a makeshift team from the beginning, as Jeremy V was just called in for help because all of Brandon P's friends had deserted him. He had nobody to fight with him in the tag team wars, and that's where he'd rather be because it's where he's most experienced. Jeremy V put his personal agendas aside to help a friend, which would tell you more than you need to know about the character of Jeremy V. If anyone has followed Wildside for any duration, you know what this kid's been through. He's tough as nails. He is absolutely tough as nails, and he's going to have to be able to withstand maneuvers like that.
Helping a friend. Boy, I'll tell you how rare is that in professional wrestling. It's rare and short-lived. It's about as short-lived as Randy Savage's rap career, I would think. Something like that. As Masada now going, oh, thunderous kick to the back of Jeremy V. And this evil Texan seemingly having his way with one half of the Wildside Tag Team Champs. And although Jeremy V, oh my goodness, a pair of kicks right to the midsection of Jeremy V.
And the Texas Death Club are really going to town on V. Irish whip, duck of a clothesline by V. He ducks an elbow. He may have a window here. No, he does not. Snap power slam by Sexton. Could be all, but is not.
Match obviously still in its infancy stages here. There's still a lot of fighting power left in Jeremy V. Although if Sexton and Masada continue on this ways, I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to withstand it.
They're just trying to simply break V down. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex with a bridge from Masada. Now wrenching back on that neck, just wrenching on it.
The neck of Jeremy V is going to be key here, but Jeremy V needs more than anything to tag a fairly fresh Brandon P. And I tell you, I can't give enough kudos to Brandon P., a man who's made his name here at Wildside as one half of a team of Future Shock, a team that was so good that they became Wildside heavy tag team champions. But there was such a strong chemistry that I was kind of wondering if Brandon P. would ever be able to make a successful tag team with any other man. And lo and behold, he pulled that one off. Shows you the adaptability of the athletes that we grow around here at Wildside.
Well, both men have similar stories. Both men grew up in the Carolinas, big fans of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Used to go to the matches whenever they could, just true fans of the sport. And that's what it takes to be successful in wrestling. First and foremost, you gotta be a fan. You have to understand where these guys are coming from to even be able to begin to compete. And Brandon P. and Jeremy V. are that, and they're more than that. They're hellacious competitors. Brandon P. already in his young career, a two-time Wildside Tag Team Champion. Jeremy V is sandwiched, and the Texas Death Club, they're just doing a number here. Doing a number on Jeremy V.
And unfortunately, the passions are flaming inside Brandon P. And unfortunately, he's doing his partner that much more of a disservice by trying to get involved before he is tagged in here as Speedy Nelason, and wants no nonsense from any of these competitors here tonight.
Todd Sexton once again with the front chancery, just wrenching in on the neck of Jeremy V. They're trying to take the weakness, they're trying to take the weak point, and they're trying to expose it. They're trying to break Jeremy V down as much as they possibly can and keep Brandon P. out of the ring.
And so far, they're very successful at doing this. Jeremy V has been involved in this matchup now against both Sexton and Masada. Oh dear, good for the past, near pin right there. Oh, for the last 6-7 minutes. And Sexton and Masada can do a lot of damage in 6 or 7 minutes.
These guys were taught firsthand from Shawn Michaels and Rudy Boy Gonzalez just how to break you down.
And no one's ever going to consider Masada and Todd Sexton to be two very considerate athletes, that's for sure.
Oh,
my.
Jeremy V with a German suplex literally out of nowhere.
Boy, a last-ditch effort from V. How did he pull that off? And Masada is no lightweight.
Desperation and pure adrenaline, and a successful combination thereof. And now Jeremy V, to continue in this match, must tag Brandon P, and he does. Sexton charges, but Brandon P is on the offensive. Not for long. Sexton still shrugged off the top rope. Brandon P, double clothesline from the top onto the Texas Death Club.
And Sexton meets up with the mad face first. Brandon P and Masada. Brandon P is obviously the legal man for his team. Who's the legal man for the Texas Death Club?
P nailed the free fall on Sexton there, but he's having trouble with Masada. He nails an inverted DDT from a reversal. But wait a minute, Sexton super kick. No, P catches him. Snapmare takeover.
Boy, practically breaking the neck of Todd Sexton in the attempt. Brandon P asking for a Jeremy V assistance here. I don't think that's a wise idea at this juncture. But so far, so good. Match is beginning to break down a bit. V on the top turnbuckle.
And there's the Doomsday Device. A tribute to the fallen Road Warrior Hawk, the Doomsday Device. But no, Masada. Masada makes the save. This matchup is not over, and this fight is only begun. Rock and roll, double drop kick from Brandon P and Jeremy V. And now the champions are closing in. They're trying to seal the deal, Steve.
That they are. It seems like the game plan of Masada and Todd Sexton has failed miserably as the tag team champion. Oh my God, Speedy Nelason just kicked into that top rope.
Todd Sexton, talk about using your environment to your advantage. Kicking Nelson into the rope was the only thing that saved him there. V goes for a crossbody, but Masada catches him. There's a Masada-mizer.
But it's Brandon P, who I believe is the legal man. Hopefully Speedy Nelason realized that. Oh no.
And the Texas Death Club. They've got Brandon P. What are they doing? Wait a minute. Brandon P with a head scissors. He did not duck the super kick. We've got new champions. I do not believe it.
Brandon P, boy, I tell you, Brandon P dug down deep to roll that shoulder. Actually, a bit of a mini kick out.
I tell you, I was convinced. So few men have ever kicked out of that.
Yeah, boy, you had his fate already planned, but he had other suggestions there.
Wait a minute. Going for the South Texas Death Ride there. No, wait a minute. P rolls up Masada. They got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still the NWA Wildside Tag Team Champions, the team of Brandon P and Jeremy